Eddie, Christmas might be over, but with the new year just days away, travel planning for 2024 is for many already underway. Whether you prefer to holiday in your own backyard or head off overseas, airlines have dropped some bargain flights to ensure you make it to your dream destination. Well, Dan Lake is the editor for Travel Weekly Australia, joins us now. Dan, good to see you. Seeing some great deals, and for people who've been working over Christmas, keeping the nation ticking, starting to plan their holiday, what are the good deals from overseas?
There's some really good deals overseas, and what's exciting is to see that North America is returning. The airfares have dropped down probably a third of what they would have been 18 months ago.
Gee.
So we've got the Hawaii fare there for $249 on Jetstar. Now, this Sydney-Auckland fare I'm quite excited about because I've just moved here as a Kiwi, so that's I'm going to be buying a few of those myself. Yep. But that is just an example of if you are keen to, if you have got the time to just go out and have a hunt for these airfares, there are cheap ones to be found.
Right, and Dan, good news too, if you're not going overseas, you want a holiday at home, good domestic flight deals.
Yeah, so Boxing Day specials from all of the airlines have come out. So there are sales from right across the country. You've got Townsville, Perth to Sydney, $154 one way on Jetstar, which is pretty amazing when you compare it obviously with the Qantas Sydney to Townsville, $199. So those are really indicative of what's available from these Boxing Day sales. Obviously, once they sell out, they're gone. But there are some really good fares like those from basically all the airlines.
Yeah, some great deals. Hey, you'll be glad to hear New Zealand recently took over Bali as our one of our big travel destinations. What else is looking hot? Where are people going? Where are Australians going in 2024?
Yeah, I can't personally be held responsible for all that travel back to New Zealand, but other places are Japan hugely. I feel like I look at my Instagram now and everyone I know is in Japan. And again, North America, the drop in airfares to North America is huge. I've just booked a trip to LA on Hawaiian for just $1,300.
Wow.
And that includes a stopover in Hawaii. So if you compare that to 18 months ago where airfares were north of $4,000, that's a huge drop. You still have to pay for the expensive hotels when you get there, but it's just proving that Australian travellers are willing to do that when these lead-in airfares are so good.
Yep. And Dad, what about domestic locations, domestic holiday spots in Australia? Where are people wanting to go?
Yeah, so these ones are kind of the similar ones that you'd be, used to. You've got the Hunter Valley, you've got Mudgee as well, and Orange, and the Yarra Valley, and Fraser Island, of course. So anywhere around the country. These are the, your kind of standard summer holiday destinations for Australians. So the trend is continuing to 2024. Great, again, to be supporting the local economy with tourists as more and more people eventually start coming back to Australia, but support your locals as well.
Yep. And Dan, if cash might be a little bit lean after Christmas, some good sort of buy now or book now, pay later deals?
Yeah, you can. So anything that's booked on sites like Expedia, you can book now and pay when you actually stay at the hotel, which is great if you're, 6 to 8 months in advance. And also places like Flight Centre do offer that kind of book now, pay later operation. So yeah, you can get those deals if you're wanting to pay a bit later on as well.
Dan, great information. You've got us excited. Thanks very much. Good to see you. Happy New Year. All right, here's Eddie.